Okay, we're here. All right, welcome to Parenting with Vanessa, Kahlon. We have
You Juwan Rohan.
I know I was going to say his name wrong. And so we met on Instagram, which is great. That I don't know how it happened, but we found each other, connecting. This is great. And he just became a father. How's that going?
A month and 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks?
To this day, actually. Yeah,
6
Thursday.
weeks?
6 weeks to this day.
Right.
Stressful and happy at the same time.
Life just kind of flipped upside down, am I right?
Yeah.
A little bit? But for a good thing.
You get these like parental attributes that just come out of nowhere. And it's like, you're worried. I'm constantly paranoid. I'm already a paranoid guy. And so now it's just times 10, I'd say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In what way?
I'd say everything. From the moment my son coughs, I'm freaking out. Like, do we need to call the 911? Like,
how's your partner with this? What is her name? I'm sorry.
Her name is Lucia, and
Okay.
She's very calm, and she's kind of like the opposite.
Got it. She's like, it's okay, it's just a cough.
She'll handle it way more maturely than I will, which helps the situation. But,
So we just had it. You came over for a social skills group over at KFS School.
yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Did you like the kids? They're kind of fun,
Yeah,
right?
they're really fun, and they're very loving, I'd say.
They like a lot of attention, and they just keep going with things. But one thing that we did was we were talking about music and just how, what was it? One of them said that they like rock versus rap. So you want to talk about more about that?
Yeah.
Experience
I
for you? Like, no, we don't want you here. You don't do rock.
Yeah, I kind of explained to him that pretty much rock and rap, they're different, but all music is universal, which is actually why I created the clothing brand Till Infinity.
Right.
Clothing.
You want to show your shirt?
Yeah, I actually got this right here. I don't know if you could see.
Oh, there you go.
There's the music symbol and Till Infinity, and I was kind of explaining, how music goes across different cultures, generations, and different type of moods you're in.
Right.
You could be cleaning the house and you're listening to a certain type of music, rock, or you could be having your headphones on and you're listening to something more lyrical and
or love songs
beat,
if you're
or
feeling like
studying.
romantic,
There
right?
you go, get the bath ready.
Depends on what you want.
It's like I said, it's all universal, and I think it's just beauty how it brings people together.
Right. Well, what was great is that one of our little guys, Jason, who has major stage fright. So every year we have, which you didn't know this, well now you know, but every year we have a performance at the end of the year, and Jason was always the DJ behind.
Oh.
So this is what you don't know. So he was always the DJ, so he's never wanted to do anything else but be behind the scene.
Okay.
That's it. Like, that was his role. And other kids would come on and be like, why is he always the DJ? And I'm all, I don't know, I can't change that because that's like new. So this is the first time he's gonna perform. So he's into this Minecraft rock thing, right?
Okay,
Which
yeah.
you guys will see in another video if you're looking at the KFS School one. And he's gonna perform a song, and so he did this. He performed in front of you with his eyes closed. And at the end, what was happening? Want to give him the tips because you had some really good tips.
Yeah, he performed with his eyes closed and sitting down, and pretty much the two tips I gave him was that first of all, I said he did a really good job, but the tips were that sitting down and kind of people these days have a short attention span, so with things going on, say if you're performing in the bar or a coffee shop, there's so many clings going on and people moving and talking. I said if you're sitting down and you're singing, it's kind of hard for people to pay attention, so I give him the advice to stand up and kind of act out what he's singing a little bit, and plus it helps him feel more comfortable,
right.
I'd say, if you're more into it. I also told him to wear shades because when you feel
that was a great
shades,
tip.
you feel invisible and you're not as shy, and it kind of helps get past that stage fright.
Right.
And he actually liked that, but he didn't like your shades, I guess.
No, he didn't like my shades. I told him they were $5 from like, I don't know, Safeway or something.
They weren't cool enough.
No, they weren't. I didn't have it. But the other thing is, there's my dog, Lola. We always talk about Lola in the show because she's always annoying in a nice way. But when you're standing up, too, another thing is the grounding, right? To be able to feel your body that way, too.
Yeah.
And just how, at the end, like, he was able to let it go and just really connect with that music. So,
you could notice it changed when he stood up, even though he was still tense, which was funny. But he was still tense, but he focused on like the ceiling,
right.
And you could tell he didn't really close his eyes after. I would say maybe just twice, and you had people talking on the side, so it helped a lot.
Right. So those are the things I think where music can really help build confidence. And so how has music helped you with just, you've talked about your music, talking about struggles and life experiences and things like that. So how has it?
Yeah, music has helped a lot as a way of venting for me. Really. Like,
really fun.
I'd say I'm pretty much a quiet person that keeps to myself. I'm very outgoing, but
I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not seeing that.
But I say as far as my problems go.
Okay, got
I'm
it.
very to myself.
No, yeah, you don't need
to overcome
that makes
it
sense.
by myself. But like on the street or anything, I talk to everyone. I talk to homeless people, anybody.
Right.
And I guess that's kind of what made me turn poetry into performing, because it all started with poetry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to write poetry when I was younger and actually perform it. And that's actually where I performed. I said my biggest crowds was poetry. I'd say like the most. I don't know. I went to Berkeley High, which has 4,000 kids. Right. Did that at graduation, so you can times that by all the parents and stuff.
Oh, cool.
I went to Colorado College and performed for like Black Student Union.
That's great.
Lola
wants you. You can pick her up. She wants you.
I just kind of
like,
took
please
over.
Pick me up.
Come here.
There you go. See,
it just kind of morphed into something like I like the idea of being on stage, in front of everyone and being able to help everyone with my music and like knowledge,
right,
and lyrics. I kind of tell my story about like the struggles I had growing up and the struggles I'm like trying to overcome now. Right. So,
how has some of the struggles affected like just being a dad? Like where have you found some similarities of just becoming a parent, of things coming up that you thought that maybe you've dealt with before and that hasn't? Because things always kind of come right back up. No, you think you deal with things, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, just kidding. It just came right back up.
No, it's definitely...
Would you be open to talking about something?
Yeah. So my dad was in and out of my life growing up. So I'd say now, being a father, it's kind of crazy. Like, I've kind of understood a little bit more of not why he was out of my life, but like how hard it can be as a parent, and which made me kind of want to reconnect with him.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. It's like...
I was not expecting you to say that, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, no.
Because it is hard work being a parent, and I don't think people know, and especially when you're working with children.
At a young age. At a young age, it's definitely hard.
You are young, too.
I am young.
You're 25.
25, and my dad was 24 or 25 when he had me, or when they had me. And so I just see how hard it is being a parent and being there 100% of the time.
And being focused.
Because when you are a parent, I'm realizing I'm never on my time again. Like, I was so independent and did all these things, but it's like, okay, when the baby calls, the baby calls. When the baby wakes up at 3 a.m. in the morning, you gotta wake up and feed him, change his diaper and stuff like that. So I'm just realizing stuff like that a little bit more. Just the absence, not wanting to be a better dad.
Right.
But yeah.
Have you reached out to your dad?
No. Actually I did, but I haven't told him I have a kid though. but I'm pretty sure.
Is that gonna come out eventually?
No, I'm pretty sure he knows. I think my grandma told him.
Okay.
But yeah, me and my dad have a weird relationship.
Okay.
Weird. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but one funny thing is, like, when I got back from college, I haven't seen my dad for like 6 years, and I had my first show in the Bay Area in San Francisco, and he's there. Haven't seen him for 6 years, and that's kind of, imagine performing on stage at that time.
Yeah, no, that's a
lot. When the musics are about him,
Oh wow.
So.
Did he talk to you afterwards?
Yeah, but our conversations are never deep. Like, my dad's not deep. It's more of like we talked after, and he's like trying to promote some other rapper. So that's our relationship.
Got it.
So it's kind of weird, but
right.
Interesting. I'd say I learned a lot, or I am learning a lot, being a parent, especially to a boy. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Well, thanks for coming and talking about that.
Of course.
That's very personal too, and I appreciate that.
Like I said, I'm an open book. But
no, you just told me earlier that you're private.
That's what I'm doing. That's like when I have problems going on.
Okay, so you talk about them after the fact.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
got it. So when you're dealing with it now, you're like, I'm just gonna do this by myself and figure it out.
Yeah, that's not a current problem right now that I'm having.
Right. Okay.
It's more of it happened.
And you can tell right here, like Lola's just look at that.
Oh, she don't like the camera.
No, she doesn't actually. She doesn't like pictures. You'll see in every picture, she's like,
Really
and normally, if it's like just me or someone else, she's always with me. So I don't know what's going on here. So you have good energy.
That's good. You don't like the camera, huh?
Right. So when is your next show?
Right now. Oh Jesus! Right now I'm working on a show June 20th at Brick and Mortar in San Francisco, Mission District.
Right.
And I'll be working on a spot for opening for Trevor Jackson, who's a really famous actor, well, kind of new actor, and he also sings.
Nice.
But it's in progress. Right. I'm looking for DJs.
Okay. Anyone interested, please do that message.
Yes.
You'll find his contact information below.
Yeah.
I'll put it on there for everybody.
Yeah.
On there. Is there anything else about being a parent that you could think of that has been definitely like, it's beautiful, stressful, loving. It's all of those things.
It really is. It definitely opens your mind to a whole new level.
And business, like you have multiple jobs.
Yeah, like I have I guess it's not really a 9 to 5 because I wake up so early, but I have a day job, I would say. And then I am an entrepreneur. I own a car rental business. I do music. I have a clothing line. I'm trying to get into real estate.
Right.
Which is obviously the go-to for everyone. But yeah, I'd say as a parent though, the biggest thing, the struggle is it's not a struggle, just make sure you communicate with your partner.
That's
yeah, before a baby, but like just make sure you like you guys are sometimes.
I need some examples, like, because I think this is a very good.
You guys are sometimes I come home and I'm just like I don't want to talk. She doesn't want to talk because didn't sleep the night before from the baby. The baby's still crying, and then if you guys do try and talk, you can't hear each other. And it's just a lot of frustration builds up when you're tired. I'm sure you could imagine. And so that I'd say communicating no matter what, because what we've been learning is that like especially the postpartum stuff.
Right. And just being there.
Being there,
presence.
yeah. And also finding me time. Like I don't know what you do in your me time, yoga.
Right.
But for me, it's like my me time. It's not really me time anymore. It was writing music. Now it's more like a job. So my me time would be Netflixing. Netflix and wine. Netflix and wine.
We're on the same boat on that one.
Yeah. So definitely, I guess it changes over time. But finding me time and communication.
Right. Well, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
I feel like I got a lot of information and insight here. And Lola's like, I don't want to leave that lap right now. You're going to have to do so.
And I'm wearing black.
Oh, she's fine. You're good.
Oh, okay.
You're like, she doesn't shed it off. There's
we
like
have
no
two
hair.
dogs who like go, it's a mess. It's a mess everywhere.
She's just a princess. She just wants to she's like an extra body part on your body at all times.
Good.
And she's just like, okay. There you go. All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much. And I really appreciate you coming on and hanging out with the kids.
Yeah.
The kids did a lot. I definitely feel like music is a way to connect and really be able to teach children a way to express themselves, because we all know that expressing themselves is extremely difficult if you're just going straight on. You saw it today when I was trying to talk about with the kids about their struggles, but when you go straight in and you're going in like, what's your struggle? They're like, I don't want to talk about it. But having music as another avenue to be able for them to express themselves is what I think is super important. And to be able to, one even said they like to dance. I love to dance. Mm-hmm. So that's where I
love to like dance in the shower and like sing too.
Right?
There's not a lot of room, but
yeah,
you know what I mean.
And if I started singing, you'd be running out the door, number one.
Yeah.
But I love to dance. So when you find that avenue for a child and anything else like that you can do, and even like dancing and music and just being silly with your kid, that's another way to connect, right? But finding the tools for a child to be able to learn to self-regulate themselves and to express themselves is going to be huge.
Well, I think there's so many aspects and kind of characteristics that go into music. You know, you have the writing aspect,
right.
Which plays a huge part into the lyrics and the kids understanding the lyrics. And if they can relate to that, then that makes them feel like some sense of worth.
Right.
And that's kind of what got me into music. And you also have like the art aspect of it, you know. People are artistic about making the cover art for music.
Right.
Or like flyers for music. You have so much that goes into it. Designing goes into clothing. The way musicians make their money is from touring, doing shows, and selling merch. Like that's literally the number one. And so like you have so many different people who come into music, and it all kind of just relates. Right.
And that's great. And there's so many ways to express yourself. Because we all know talking directly is harder. Unless you're like super pissed and you want to explode, but then you're really not talking about what's really going on and why you're upset about things sometimes. True. Sometimes you have that behavior piece on there. Website, where can they reach you? Where can people find you?
So all my socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that is Juwan Rohan Music. I'll spell that because it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Juwan, and then the last name is Rohan. And then my website is JuwanRohanMusic.com. And the clothing, TillInfinityCo.com.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And you always like that stuff. And look, Paula's on. Hi.
Hello. You can bring some glasses in.
I wear glasses.
Not those glasses, like shades. It makes you feel invisible, like we can't see you.
Wow.
So where?
Hey, those are Vanessa's glasses.
Hey, put them on. Try them, Jason. Try and see. Lola, stop. No, they're not. Those are not. Those are like $5 pairs from CVS.
They're just shooting shots at you. Old prescription.
Welcome to my world.
I'm good.
All right, go for it, Jason.
There's a long road in front of you. There's a hard life behind you. There's a war in words inside you. You got big.
Let's finish it. Lola.
Oh, I got. Okay. I like this to the sky that you put in my brain. Early in my life, I was put to the test. As I might so choose to forget about the rest. And when I speak this fire, you get nothing but the best. Let me tell you something that you better not forget. There's a long road in front of you. There's a hard life behind you. There's a war in which inside of you. You got big footsteps to follow. You got a soul that's barely hollow. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Hard pill to swallow. Hard pill to swallow.
Can you try for like 5 seconds with your eyes open and singing? Try it. Just try it. Just try it. If you can't, you can't. No big deal.
You don't have to look at us. Look at the scissors.
No, find a place to look at, Jason. Or just keep looking at me. Good, you got it. Keep it.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
There's a long road in front of you. There's a hard life behind you.
Good, keep them open. Eyes on me. Look at my nose. Go for it.
There's a war in which society. The show must go on. You got big footsteps to follow. You got a soul that's fairly hollow. And that's a hard pill to swallow. 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 Whoa. Hard pill to swallow. Hard pill to swallow. Hard pill to swallow. Hard pill to swallow. Yes, Kahlon?
Did you notice how you just got in the zone? Want to explain the zone?
Yeah.
You just got in the zone. What does that mean?
You felt comfortable.
Yeah.
Finally, because you were so distracted.
And you got so into it, you felt it. Your body felt it. So that's what music does.
I have something to tell you.
In 2 seconds. But I want you to know that you actually felt it. You could see that shift in your body when it just got comfortable. Besides that sneeze.
One thing.
I'll tell you.
You're never gonna get over being scared to perform in front of people. Never. It's if you love it that much, then that's good. That's a good feeling. You want to hold on to that feeling because that means you love it a lot, and that means it's worth something to you. So when you step on a stage or you step in front of people and you perform and you're nervous, that's good. Embrace that. Don't be scared. Okay.
And you know, every time you guys, I was on the radio and everything else, if you listen to me, and Kyle will actually probably will notice, the first 2 minutes, I'm super nervous and you hear me stuttering.
And you can hear it in your voice.
You can hear it in your voice, and then I get like this, and then you know what ended up happening? So when I had to introduce myself, I couldn't do it, and then they put it on a piece of paper, so then they actually recorded somebody else introducing me. Because I was too nervous.
Really?
Yeah, they did. So I have a different person recording me saying it because I get so nervous. But I'm also nervous because I love what I'm doing and I don't know what I'm going to talk about. So when I get on there, I don't even know. Like, I think you asked me because we're going to go on in a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're just going to figure it out.
Yeah.
But when you're in that moment, it just works. What's up, bud?
I was going to tell you, I locked this door for cooking too.
Okay.
Good performance, by the way.
No, I made it.
Amazing.
I have one more song, actually.
Oh, can you do it with your eyes open, you think? You think you can do it?
Perhaps. No, you might want to open the question number 2. I kind of blocked
Also,
it and another one there.
Another
There's
thing
one of them?
No one is in it.
Okay, I'll open it soon.
for your performance, Friday, right?
Yeah.
I would go home and practice in the mirror and stand up. Because when people are watching, the only thing we're looking at right now is your lips. And your lips only move like not that much, right? So you want to give them something to see and keep them, because people like get distracted. We get distracted by Lola's barking, and that takes our eyes off of you. But if you're moving and you're interacting,
Lola.
it helps. And it
Am
helps
I
you
allowed
know
to
something.
stand on a chair to
So practice in
get
the
to open
mirror.
the door?
Practice in the mirror.
I'll see what I can.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right away.
Just so you know, you can have anything you want.
Keep going.
You can have all the love you want. You can take all the time you want. Just so you know, you could have anything you want. You could have love, give it a shot. You can take all the time you want. Just so you know, walked into the doctor.
Oh, perfect.
I can't
Put it in, you can do it. Put this one in there.
Blind without my lover. I wrapped up my bar tab. Close it out, I'm leaving sad. When you gonna come back? Your love like a heart attack. Just so you know, you can have anything you want. You can have all the love you want. You can take all the time you want. Just so you know, you could have anything you want. You could have love, give it a shot. You can take all the time you want. Just so you know, just so you know, just so you know, just so you know, just so you know. You can have anything you want. You can have all the love you want. You can take all the time you want. Just so you know, you can have anything you want.
Keep going.
You can have all the love you want. You can take all the time you want. Just so you know, you can have anything you want. You can have love, give it a shot.